If you and your team have ever said, we really need to document this, and then you watch the documentation fall apart, you're not alone. Most teams don't fail at internal knowledge bases because they don't care. They fail because the systems they use don't match how the work actually happens and needs to be documented. So today, I'm going to walk you through how to build an internal knowledge base from start to finish, and we're going to use Guide as the demo tool. This is going to be practical, operator level, and something you can actually use. So now I'll give you the too long, didn't watch the video version. Break it down if you just need quick steps to get to your end goal. First, you need to define why you're building this internal knowledge base. You need to focus on your bottlenecks and what the big sticking points are for your team. That way you don't get muddled down with details that don't really matter and don't hurt anybody in the long run, so you can keep it condensed and concise. Then you need to structure everything, maybe even make a little flowchart by task and action item. That way you know exactly what steps you need to hit. It makes it easy to find, hey, here's bottleneck 1, here's bottleneck 2. They're at points 3 and 5 on our 7-point flowchart. That way you know exactly what steps need to be documented. Then you record real work using Guide to capture tutorials and show new hires or people being onboarded exactly how everything works. And it'll be quick, concise, and you don't have to put too much horsepower into it. Then to drive adoption of the internal knowledge base and make sure everyone realizes, hey, this is super easy to use and it will make your workday easier, you can embed things into the workflows created by Guide to share where people are already using this and how this makes their day-to-day tasks easier so that everybody buys in. Then you just need to assign ownership of the internal knowledge base to someone who is trustworthy to keep up with it. They're going to review it, update it regularly as new rules or new safety guidelines or new functions and programs are put into place. It'll be a living program, if you will. So there's 3 big reasons why most traditional knowledge bases break down rather quickly. Normally they're too text heavy and they're not really condensed that well. So long Word docs don't really work well for procedural tasks when you really need a visual example, especially in a software workflow. People may skim through it, miss steps, or they may not clearly understand what the task is. Second is there's normally no clear ownership of who needs to maintain this living program, and it doesn't get updated regularly, and it doesn't get kept up with. The third is the documentation is just hard to find, and it lives outside the daily workflow. If finding an answer or a walkthrough for a process requires digging through a bunch of folders and outdated pages, people will just message their coworker on Slack instead. It's just trying to be efficient with your time when you don't want to spend a half an hour digging through old folders. The big thing here is just daily friction. While people try to take care of their day-to-day tasks, they don't have a ton of time to muddle through details that don't really impact much. So Guide makes this really simple with the amount of solutions they have. Instead of writing instructions after the fact, you can capture the workflows as they happen. You record your screen, and Guide automatically turns that into a step-by-step visual guide with screenshots and annotations. They regularly work with a number of different use cases for internal and external uses with customers. They work with all major applications, SAP, NetSuite, Salesforce, HubSpot, and this is huge because it removes the biggest bottleneck, which is the effort needed to create the workflow. Subject matter experts don't need to be writers, they just need to show what they know and show how easy it can be. And for the person using the Guide, visual instructions are faster to follow, easier to trust, and it makes it very clear what the task in hand is. You can literally see what the correct solution looks like. Again, the first step is define the purpose. You need to know what this knowledge base is being used for and focus on areas where work slows down or questions get repeated or a single person can become a bottleneck. For example, onboarding new hires. If you approach this like a system design, this is more of your requirements phase. What do we need to accomplish? Clear inputs can give you clear outcomes. For example, with onboarding new hires, this can help you break down everything they need to know, give them quick guides for their day-to-day tasks while they learn their process and the workspace. The second step is to structure your knowledge base for scale. Structure matters a lot more than most teams realize. You need to organize the content by function or action item, then by task. You don't really want to say general CRM program information and have a long living Word doc. You really want to say, this is how you create a new lead, This is another walkthrough for how to export reports for NetSuite specifically. The learning curve is rather steep. The more you dig into it, there's just a lot of functionality. You can create a walkthrough for how to find the ship date for a new part number, how to create a new program number. There's a number of different ways that you can break it down quickly and easily to create a walkthrough that gives a clear example of exactly what you need, instead of a living Word document or a living PowerPoint slide deck and having to search through that for the specific information you need. As you can see, they work with NetSuite quite a bit. And once you have everything structured and you've identified what steps need to be documented, you can start creating guides, which you, again, want to start with your high impact, high frequency tasks that you're working with a lot, and record your screen while you're performing your task and let Guidde do the work. It will generate steps automatically, and if a process is very complex, it can even split it into multiple guides if there are a couple different steps to complete this process. And then before you publish it, just have the process owner or the employee that has ownership responsibility over Guidde do a quick review, make sure everything's accurate, and you'll be off and running. And that last step of giving people accountability and letting them have input on the documentation will help build trust in the program and lead to everybody adopting it much quicker. The last step is driving adoption of the knowledge base and making sure it's maintained. Because adopting a new knowledge base and a new way to access it doesn't happen overnight. You can embed guides where people already work, and so they can see onboarding checklists, dashboards, product tools, you name it. Leaders should point to the documentation instead of answering manually, and with Guidde, they won't need to answer manually. No more extra Slack messages, no more quick texts. You'll be able to point to them exactly where they need to go, and they'll be able to find their information and access the walkthrough very quickly. And then you just need to assign ownership and review the critical guides regularly. Guidde makes updates very fast, which removes one of the biggest long-term blockers to keeping documentation accurate. Makes it quick and easy to update, so you don't have to spend a ton of extra time in your day to make sure everyone has the tutorials they need.